How do you feel now being married and everybody wants to know, like, what's your take on married life so far now? It's been 2 months.
I think it's a very different feeling from any other feeling because पहले मैं सिर्फ खुद के लिए responsible था कि यार हाँ I have to think about my goals, my aspirations, my problems, my struggles. But now I have to think of it from the lens of both of us. And there's another whole human with their whole universe that has suddenly, it's not suddenly, it's over the past 7 years, but now the kind of that responsibility, that lens shift has happened. When I'm thinking of everything is Armaan Arshna from that lens. And both the universes have collided. So I think that is the biggest shift that I have felt for me.
मतलब मेरे मन में ये आता है कि we have been all hanging around you, मतलब always been mom, me, Amal and all that. Suddenly there is that thing that now you're a married man.
Yeah.
So
Can you accept it?
I think it brought a positive change.
Okay.
I think एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी का जो लेवल है ना वो क्वाड्रबल क्या हंड्रेडेबल क्या थाउजेंडेबल हो गया. इट्स लाइक ओ ब्रो अभी थोड़ा मामला मतलब कि गेट अवे विद यू वॉट एवर आई वॉन्ट टू विद अमल एंड ऑल दैट बट नाउ there's
I think dad is now watching his behavior and words around
बहुत
us.
फर्क है. तो एक चीज़ तो मैं तेरे को बताता हूँ वो मानना पड़ेगा कि you were just born. Okay, now look at it, how life can define. And you were in my arms. You'll not believe the next day or the third day, you never cried. It's a difficult thing. In the scientific matter, the child has to cry and all that. They actually had to whack you or something like that to make you cry and all that.
Mom was telling me they had to vacuum my bum.
Yeah, but the constant that happened after that was a baby कि एक बच्चा जो 15 दिन का भी नहीं है या 10 दिन का भी नहीं है वो ब्रो गूज बम्स आ जाते थे. यू यूज्ड टू सिंग अ ललाबाई टू योर सेल्फ टू स्लीप एंड बाय द टाइम यू हिट 5 years इट्स लाइक आई सेड ये तो गाता ही है. वेयर इज दैट वन पॉइंट एज एन इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिविजुअल जब तेरे को लगा कि मुझे ये करना है. इज इट देखो ये बड़ा क्वेश्चन है मेरा कि तुझे ऐसा लगा कि हम चाह रहे हैं कि तू ऐसा कुछ करे या तुझे ऐसा लगा कहीं एक पल ऐसा कि ये है मेरी जिंदगी. व्हाट वाज दैट मोमेंट?
So when I was around 7 or 8, I think mom had already put me in singing classes. I was performing and competing in inter-school bhajan, ghazal competitions and all of that. And I was winning all of them. I was getting first prize. कैसे ना आप बच्चे को कुछ ख़त्म करने के बाद एक टॉफ़ी देते हो तो देन ही फील्स लाइक कि मैं ये ज़्यादा करूँगा और मुझे टॉफ़ी मिलने वाली है. ये मैंने किसी के साथ शेयर नहीं किया है जस्ट बाय द वे. सो आई फेल्ट लाइक व्हेन आई एम सिंगिंग बहुत लोग मुझे अप्रिशिएट कर रहे.
ओके.
इट फेल्ट लाइक आई वाज ऑन टॉप ऑफ द वर्ल्ड व्हेन आई सैंग. बाकी सब चीज़ें ऑर्डिनरी थी. That feeling for me was what gave me a high and I could not ever find that high in anything else. This is what it is. बाकी सब कुछ है ही नहीं. It is singing. Then I fell in love with music when I was in Berklee College of Music. All the years that I did the playback as a child singer and all, I was not in love with singing and music. वो सब हो रहा था auto mode पे. I was saying when I was actually 13, I picked up the guitar and I started strumming it and learning chords and learning music. Okay, this is how you write a song. And I went to Berklee and I met all these young musicians from around the world. That's when I fell in love with music. Then I was like, shit man, this is what I'm meant to do. मैं बॉलीवुड में जो गाने गा रहा हूँ वो सब चीज़ें मुझे I love it. I've become Armaan Malik through it. लेकिन वो एक पैशन जो एक अंदर का है to make pop music, to sit with the guitar, with the chords and make music. That again I discovered when I was 22, 23. So if you ask me that I knew I had to sing from the beginning or because you guys told me that, oh, you're good, we should do whatever, वो कुछ एक clarity नहीं थी at that age. What's your favorite memory from your childhood?
The one memory which is like etched in my mind. So there was a play happening, and I was all of 12 years old. And all I wanted was to be the central character. This has never left me. Huh? And I auditioned, play in the society, in the community. कि मुझे करना है. And guess what role I got? I got a role on which, a character on which there was a chadar kept, and all that I had to do was to do meh, meh. And then my mom and dad, they came out, and mom actually came up and said, क्या रोल दिया मेरे बेटे को ना उसकी शक्ल दिख रही है बेचारा मैं कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पे. And I'll tell you that one thing, it may sound funny, but entire life I have been fighting that one event of my life. Yeah, I will never let myself be hidden. लोगों की
Wow.
हाँ, I want to come in the forefront. कि मैं ऐसा चादर निकाल के I will be there.
So I always wonder because I have no clue. You've told me a few stories here and there, but how was your relationship growing up with your brothers
हाँ.
and with Dada and Dadi? Like, how was that full equation? I can imagine it in my head, that full scenario. I know that you guys grew up in extreme poverty and you all didn't know where the next meal was coming from. But how was the full? What was it like at home? Like I always wonder. Anu, Abu, Dabu, and Sardar Malik and Bilkis Malik. What did that scene look like?
You know, that chapter of my life has inspired me to write this book, which you know about.
Yeah.
But that childhood impacted me in a very big way. Poor kids, hungry kids.
I know there are obviously sad memories attached and lots of those things.
But I feel everybody has those kind of
Yeah.
things. And I sometimes, you know, when I see also people talking about all those things, ki hamari garibi and all that, you know, I feel that is something, it is like, shh, I don't want to talk about that. It's okay. But it impacted me as a child, whatever situation we were in. And when we were growing up, the only constant in our head, all three brothers, Anu Malik, Abu Malik, Dabu Malik, I'm saying that because it can register in people's mind that Anu Malik is my eldest brother, Abu Malik is next, and then I'm the youngest in the family. One point that impacted all three of us was, bro, के कुछ करना है, लेके आना है कुछ घर पे, कुछ घर पे लेके आना है, and वो हम लोगों की जिंदगी का
मकसद
हाँ डेफिनेशन था. तो 16 साल की उम्र में जॉब मिल रही है, फट करके मैंने जॉब ले ली. यू विल नॉट बिलीव, ये कहानी का हिस्सा है कि एक फैक्ट्री में जाके जॉब ले ली. और डैड, बिकॉज ऑफ द काइंड ऑफ सिचुएशन ही वॉज, ही थॉट कि एजुकेशन सब पढ़ो पढ़ो पढ़ो. एजुकेशन वॉज समथिंग कि पढ़ेंगे तो कुछ बनेंगे. कि स्टडी बॉस, पढ़ो तुम लोग. एंड दैट्स द रीजन वाई आई समहाउ फील दैट द ग्रेजुएशन, द लर्निंग एंड जो भी एजुकेशन हमने प्राप्त की, दैट ब्रॉट अ चेंज. He never wanted us to be somebody to play a sarod or a tabla or a harmonium. He took us away from that entire thing. It was so strange. Such a great classical musician, such a fascinating knowledge and Ustad Aladdin Khan's student. And he took us away from music. And destiny brought us all back. So there was a huge impact musically also, because we knew the kind of songs he had made. And we could also see the kind of situation he was in. And that made us fighters. But sometimes what happens is that, you know, when success happens or when the family situation changes, sometimes the one who makes it, in this story it was Anu who made it very big. So for me, it was like a big difference. कि एक तरफ हमारा घर था, which actually did not become part of Anu's success story.
Correct.
It did not. By how life would take ahead, वो separate हो गया, and that was a story which he chased. He brought everything to the table, success and power and everything that he could achieve. But there were complete disparity, दिखता था.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share.